Now, we did get some pretty good tool upgrades last episode, but I think it's probably best to take this a little bit further and start enchanting, because, well, in the long run, I think that's definitely going to help us. What do you think, gang? Do you all agree? Yes, we'll name you this episode. Don't you worry. But actually, before I forget something else, speaking of upgrades, let's just take a little trip on our minecart here. So I did do a little bit more building after I finished editing that last episode, because as you can see here, I've added a little waterfall. Let's actually just park this up and take a closer look. Yeah, I added a tiny little waterfall on this side here. Kind of feel like it frames this build a little bit nicer. Plus, I extended the stone a little bit on the chimney. Not really too sure how I feel about that right now, but we're going to leave it like it is. But anyway, getting back to the task at hand. Today, we're going to be working on enchanting. Now, back in episode 1, we did find that library in the village. So already, we've got a decent amount of books. We've got 26 there. And I did actually have to use one of those books to craft the book and quill. The very first Crescent Time with Blocky book. But yeah, to get a full enchanting setup, we're going to need quite a bit more than 26 books. And to make books, we need leather. And we also need sugarcane to make paper. I don't even have any of that yet. So I'm thinking the best thing to do, let's make a cow farm. Let's make a sugarcane farm. And I think expand the wheat field so that we can actually breed the cows. But as we all know, we got to make things look good as we go. Otherwise, we're going to have ugly segments like this pretty terrible looking tree farm. So yeah, I think first things first, we're probably going to start with the cows. And when I add stuff to the base, I kind of want to make sure that it's all connected. So I'm just going to clear out some space around the house by getting rid of some of these trees. I think what we'll do, we'll just get rid of all of them for now and then probably plant some back once we're finished. Because overall, I think trees are going to look pretty nice on our final build. And speaking of final build, we've only got 19 days to go. That does seem like a lot of time, but I think that's actually going to go so quickly. That is kind of the reason that I've decided to work on enchanting today. But anyway, once all these leaves are cleared, I think there should be enough space for a wheat field and a nice cow farm, I think. What I think I am going to have to do is alter this terrain a little bit, though. It's quite chaotic at the moment. But luckily for me, I think I did actually get quite a lot of dirt digging out the tunnel for the rail system. Oh yeah, we've got absolutely loads of this stuff. Plus, we've got the diamond shovel, which makes digging pretty easy. Although once we get enchanting, having insta-mine on the shovel is going to be so nice. So I'm hoping that we have time to terraform up the whole base. So yeah, enchanted shovel would be so handy for that. Anyway, this might take a little while, so I think what we'll do, we'll kick this into a quick time lapse, and then we can start properly planning out this area. Let's get it done. Okay, this space is looking quite a lot more manageable to build with now. You can see I've extended the path that leads up round this way, just over here for now, because I think this area here is where I want the wheat field to go. And then down here in this more flat area, this is where the cows are going to live. And like I said, I think we're going to work on the cows first, because I think that's going to take the longest to get sorted. I brought a stone cutter here so we can craft some different stony bits. And you also see I got some tuff to mix in. I think we'll just go with like the regular tuff variants and try and make like a nice big rock wall to keep the cows contained. Now what I like to do is just mark out a rough shape with one of the blocks that I'm going to use. So we'll kind of bring it around here, try and follow the path a little bit, and then I guess just follow the terrain from there. Then next up, I just kind of expand a bit with the same block in different areas. And at this point is where I start bringing in the other block and just try and fill in the circle. So that's the shape that we've gone with. But of course, a one block high thing isn't going to keep the cows contained in here. So what we need to do is start expanding this a little bit. So we'll start randomly placing down a little bit more tuff. And then here's the point where I start bringing in a few different slabs. And we can also do some stairs as well. This is the sort of thing that I can just fiddle with forever. But you can see here, it only needs to be 1.5 blocks high. Cows shouldn't be able to get out of this. Now, I did also craft some walls as well. And you kind of need to be careful with these, because if you put those like here, cows can literally just jump up like this and then out. So we do need to be careful where we put the walls. I do tend to put them like here, and then on the outside, I kind of put them in the corners as well. So yeah, I'm sure you guys are getting the point. I was going to go ahead and get the rest of this done. And once I've done that, we can start moving the cows in. And here we go, cow pen pretty much done. You can see the rock wall design going all the way around. Nothing should be able to escape, I think. You'll also see I got some coarse dirt down on the floor as well as a bit of path just to make it look a bit dirty. I also go ahead and bone meal this grass in a second. But first of all, you can see we've got a big old gap here. This is going to be our way in and out. So we'll put some fence gates. And finally, I got some other sprucey bits here where I thought it might be nice if we just try and make them a little shelter. Doesn't necessarily need to be anything huge, but we'll do something like this, give them a little roof. There, maybe some trapdoors on the side, perhaps some extra shelves on the bottom. I mean, it's not much and they're not actually going to use it, but you know what makes me feel a bit better about the cows. Now, do I have any of that bone meal? Oh, I don't think I have any bones at all. All right, I thought I did, but that's fine. What we should have somewhere, though, is some hay bales. Yes. So maybe just throw down a few piles of these. What I need to do, though, is make sure it's not too close to the wall so they escape. I think something like that should be okay. Yeah, that thing's actually looking pretty good. But with that thing ready for the cows, we are going to have to go and find ourselves some. And what I saw in here, we are definitely going to need some of this string. Yeah, I think with 5, you can craft some leads, so we'll get some of those. Now, I did already craft them before. I got one there. Somehow, I lost the other one. I don't really know how I did that. But now that they changed the lead recipe, they're not really that valuable. So, you know what? I don't really mind losing them. Now, I've definitely seen cows around the place. I just can't specifically remember where it was. I mean, perhaps we'll go look around near the village. It's all open there, so it should be pretty easy to see them. Plus, I got this boat for easy transport. But if they're around here, they should be pretty easy to spot. And yep, just like that. Oh, there's some really close here. Yes. Right, ladies, you're going to have the time of your lives in your brand new home. I mean, look at them. They've just been chilling here watching me build over there, thinking one day they can live in a place as beautiful as that. Well, ladies, it's your lucky day. Let's go. Okay, don't drown. Oh, I really should have brought that boat with me. Oh, that's okay. We'll swim, ladies. We'll swim. I promise you it's going to be worth the effort. Right, just need you to make your way upwards, please. Oh, this is going to be easier said than done, isn't it? Just get out the water. Oh, wait, she's cooking. She's cooking. Oh, here we go. We're past the worst bit. Just get onto the stone. What are you doing? There we go. Right, should be plain sailing from here. Come on. Moving animals and mobs has to be the most annoying part about this game. I mean, I know they changed the recipe of the leads, but they could have made them, like, a bit better to lead the animals. Anyway, Blocky, quit complaining. We're already here. Come on. In you come. Finally, we got cows. Shut that. Craft some wheat and make a baby. You're going to be doing a lot of that this episode, let me tell you. There we go, and another achievement ticked off as well. Right, I'm going to have to remind myself to keep on top of breeding these cows. Look, they're trying to escape already. But yeah, I'm going to have to keep on top of breeding those. We're going to need quite a lot of leather this episode. I think what I'm going to do now, though, I think is go ahead and make the wheat field. And honestly, I may just treat myself to a diamond hoe for this, because I want to cover this whole hill with wheat here. Plus, what I think I may do is expand this wheat field down this side up to like here. So yeah, let me head upstairs. Probably clear out my inventory. But let's grab a couple diamonds. Only 8 left now. But yeah, let's get the diamond hoe. I think that'll be worth it. And let's build some wheat fields. And here we go. This place is going to look so good once all this is grown up. Can't wait to take a look at that. As I said, I also expanded it over on this side as well. So yeah, this place is going to look so nice real soon. You also see here I got a couple of pillager patrol banners. Did get disturbed a couple of times there. Also got the ominous bottles as well. Probably never going to use those, honestly, but you never know. We might do a raid or find a trail chamber or something. But that's not going to be this episode. Because, of course, we are working on enchanting. Now, let's just breed these ladies up again. This is a little bit of a slow process. Because, like I said, we're going to need quite a lot of leather. Because for the actual enchanting build, I think I'm going to want quite a lot of bookshelves. Definitely more than we need for enchanting. But we can't really get bookshelves with just leather. Of course, we're going to need paper as well. So first things first, we're actually going to have to find some sugarcane. You know what? Be smart. Chop down one of these trees. And let's actually just craft ourselves a boat. So, I mean, surely there's got to be sugarcane on the shores of our base. Oh, yeah. Here we go. We'll grab all of you, please. And you know what? I might just do a quick loop around. Because the more we initially get, the better. Oh, look at this. We get to boat under the bridge as well. This is so cool. Oh, that build turned out so nice. But anyway, pretty much done the full loop of the base now. Got 25 sugarcane. Honestly, that's not really a bad start at all. Now, just like we did with the wheat farm, I could go ahead and just make like a manual sugarcane farm, but I kind of feel like we should automate it, right? We're probably going to end up needing more in the future, so we may as well just have it farming itself. But the usual way of automatically farming sugarcane, you need observers. And of course, observers require quartz, which you get in the nether. And honestly, I do not really fancy a trip in there right now. But don't you guys worry, I've got a trick up my sleeve. But to automate this stuff, we're also going to need another thing, which is going to be iron to make pistons and stuff. And yeah, we have literally no iron. So let's go ahead, start the inventory. And we're going to have to take a trip over to the mine, where I think, honestly, I'll probably need some more redstone as well. So we'll go down to diamond level. And honestly, what I'll do, on the ladder up, I'll make a stop at iron level, which I'm pretty sure is at Y16. We'll go ahead and do a bit of digging there as well. But anyway, I won't bore you guys too much. Let's kick it into another time lapse. Okay, that was actually a super successful mining trip. We've got 60 iron. I think that should be enough for the sugarcane farm. But look at this, some more lapis, 30 diamonds, and a couple more stacks of redstone, all of which is going to come in super handy. I pretty much ripped through an entire diamond pick there, but 30 diamonds as a profit, I've got to say, that's pretty worth it. But I'm going to spend a little bit of time in the house. I need to smelt up some more stone. Oh, and take all of these baked potatoes. But yeah, I need to smelt that stone and also craft up some redstone bits. So I'm going to get all that done. Oh, wait, I got 26 iron here. Hello. Okay, we definitely got enough iron. I'm an idiot. See you in a second. Right, so I've got a little spot marked at... Wait, there's a cow here. Come with me. I can't tell if this one escaped or maybe it spawned. Come in, come in. Right, anyway, don't get distracted by cows. I got this area marked out here for the sugarcane farm. And I think for now, we're just going to work on getting it actually like triggering. So first things first, going to dig out a little hole here. And this is going to be like our little pathway kind of thing. And I think here, we'll have another strip on either side. And this is going to be where our water goes. But I think we can cover up with slabs. Will that work? No, that absolutely does not work. What we can do is just make it all water sources though. That should be good. And now we cover it with slabs, which means we can take our sugarcane and plant that along there. Wait, actually, I've been so stupid. I think what I actually want is the water over on this side behind the sugarcane. So we got it like this. I think if we cover the water with some stairs, we should be able to dig underneath this. Yes, and water doesn't flow anywhere. We'll come on to why in a second. But let's get a row of blocks behind the sugarcane and slap pistons along here. And they're going to be the things that actually break the sugarcane. They're thinking about it, actually. I just want 7 of these on each side. So we'll get that copied over here too. Now, I think if we get blocks on top of these and redstone dust on there, we should be able to put a stone button there and press it and all of them should come out. Oh, yeah. All right, that's good to know. We'll be having glass along here just to contain all the sugarcane. And as for item collection, well, up in the storage room, we should... Yes, we got some spare rails here. So let's craft ourselves a minecart and then turn that into a hopper minecart. And we should, just down here, we should be able to set up a pretty simple minecart hopper system. So any sugarcane that lands on those blocks should get picked up by the hopper minecart. Right, did it go in? Yes, look at that. Right, I'm just going to quickly nip away, get this mirrored onto the other side, and then we're going to have something very special here that's actually going to trigger the whole system. Okay, be right back. Okay, and after a little bit of head scratching, I have got this thing, I think, ready to work. Well, just about. You can see I've mirrored this side onto this one and got the redstone all hooked up, leading down here, and it should all hook onto that pressure plate. So when something activates this pressure plate, you can see, look, all of the pistons get activated. Some of it is popping out over the top for now. That's because I need to actually finish off the top. But when something's not on the pressure plate, pistons retract and the sugarcane's ready to grow again. Now, I also finished off the minecart system underneath. That's leading to this hopper here. So we can actually take our minecart and slap on there. That should pick up any items that fall on the right blocks and deposit items into this hopper. That you can see we got 1 sugarcane in there already. Now, I've not actually linked this up to a chest yet because we are in the copper update. So I thought let's maybe try and use the copper golems. And I got the block of copper and a pumpkin, which I think is what you need to make those guys. Then I've also put a chest in here, which I think is correctly labeled, so the copper golem will put sugarcane in there. We will find out, though. Let's dig a little staircase here. So we place the copper there, then a pumpkin on top. Then I think we just jack-o'-lantern it. Yes, there we go. Right, he is looking in that chest. Oh, wait. Yo, he's actually doing it. Yo, this is awesome. Put it in there. Yes. Yo, look at that. Wait, I thought this was going to be way more difficult. This is awesome. Yo, have I been sleeping on the cop? Oh, wait. He blocked the minecart. If we put a stair like here. Oh, I've blocked him in. Wait, please, buddy, get out of there. You're ruining everything. I want him to only access it from this side. Oh, have I got excited too early? Get off. Get out. Put that there. And then I guess cover this up. Can he still access the... Oh, yeah, he can open it. All right, I'm getting so distracted by the copper golem because we still need a way of actually activating this thing. And I do have a plan, and that is to find someone very specific. Now, let me grab a lead real quick and grab my bed in case this guy's hard to find. And yeah, I think let's maybe go look by the village again. We got lucky over there last time. Just doing a quick scan. It's not looking good at the moment. But let's climb up, take a closer look. Please, where are you? Oh, wait, yes, I saw it. The chicken. You can't run away from me. You're coming. Okay, chicken, here we are. Your new place of work. I just need you to come in here. Good. We'll remove your lead. And, well, this is where you're going to work forever. This chicken will periodically step on that pressure plate, harvest all the sugarcane, which should get picked up by this guy. Good. Take it over to the chest. Yes. Oh, yes, and we're going to get so much sugarcane. This is awesome. Right, I just need to go about sorting out, like, this top level. Probably just run some spruce planks across it. I will get this figured out, because I'm going to go ahead and get a build around this. Try get some sort of shed type thing going on. I don't know. We'll see how this pans out in a quick time lapse. Let's do it. Okay, this thing has been working so nicely. I'm so pleased with it. But it's the next day and I'm quickly running out of time for this episode. You can see here I've been so busy breeding up all these cows. And our little guy over here, he's been super busy because we have got a real decent amount of sugarcane in here now. I did actually AFK this thing overnight just so we got a good supply of that stuff. But at this point, I kind of do need to, yeah, ladies, I am really sorry. But I promise it's for the greater good. I won't get rid of the original ones because I did promise them a nice life, I'm pretty sure. I mean, how do I know which ones are the original ones? Well, honestly, I don't, but we can at least pretend. Right, I think I'll leave it there. Another 43 leather. I don't want to completely get rid of all of them. This is basically our best source of XP right now, at least until we get an XP farm. But let's grab a bit of this sugar cane, grab some paper, make some books, and then we'll need some planks so we can make the bookshelves. Oh, 14, that's actually perfect. Let's also grab our other books, and we'll craft some of those up as well. I'm actually going to leave 3 of these books because I need to do question time with Blocky later. But now we just need to go ahead and make our enchanting table. Or we will actually need one of those books. And of course, we're going to need to get ourselves some obsidian. Oh, we have an escapee. Honestly, I don't know how these guys are getting out. Well, we've got a few. Sorry. But anyway, somewhere over here, I'm pretty sure I've seen a pool of lava. So be smart, fill up the bucket. Oh yeah, there it is. Right, let's get this into obsidian. And let's safely mine up 4 of these. I think that's all we need. There we go, all good. Let's quickly just head back to the base. And we should... Yes, enchanting table. Yo, we are absolutely cooking today. Now, I just need to find a good spot to put this thing. I'm kind of thinking on this bit over here. Let's maybe clear out these trees real quick and just slightly flatten this off. Yeah, I feel like this should actually be a pretty good spot. I got a decent idea for a build, I think, which of course we'll get onto soon. But let's not waste any time. We'll get this thing set up. I think I'm just going to do it into the floor. So we've got something like that. I'm probably going to want more bookshelves as well, just like build this up. I mean, I know that'll get us to level 30, but I want some more for decoration and stuff. But anyway, let's quickly pop to the storage room and let's make ourselves a fresh diamond pick and I think also a fresh diamond axe, even though I've already got one. That was kind of dumb. But I got 35 levels, so I can afford to enchant a couple of things. So yeah, I say let's go for it. I'm breaking through in a pickaxe. That would be nice. I mean, fortune would be great. Please? Oh, silk touch pick. Okay, definitely can't complain about that. What do we get on the axe though? Efficiency 4, pretty good. I'm breaking, I beg. Yes, that's such a good work axe. Tell you what, I'm not far off level 30 again. Maybe I can breed these cows to get there? Come on, ladies, give me that XP. You like this wheat? You want some? I'll give it you. This is just absolute chaos in here. I can't even move. Come on, we're so close. Just a bit more XP. Yes! Right, get me out of here. And I think we'll craft ourselves a shovel, grab a bit more lapis, and hope that we can go 3 for 3 good enchantments. Don't usually have the best luck doing this, but oh, it's fortune 2. Oh, that's not fortune 3, but I really don't want fortune on a shovel. Right, let's actually make ourselves a pickaxe, and we'll just chuck that enchantment on there. I mean, honestly, that's not great, but I can take that with me mining, right? And then just use it to fortune up ores. I think that would actually be pretty good. I'll store that safely in here for now, because I've got to build a mine for the enchanting setup. But you may remember last episode, we found ourselves this lovely geode over here. Now, we have silk touch, so we can actually get these crystals, which is pretty cool. But the main things I'd like is a little bit of this amethyst. So we'll grab ourselves some of this, and then also some of this calcite. This is going to come in so handy for this build. So I'm going to spend a bit of time grinding some of these materials out. Shouldn't need too much of this, to be honest. But yeah, I'll get that done, and then we can get building. And there we go, a brand new enchanting tower, which I gotta say is really fitting into this area quite nicely. We'll take a quick trip up here, because I did make a pathway leading to it just around the side of the house. And then it comes under this nice big oak tree and leads to our tower. We're taking a look inside. You can see I've used the amethyst, got the amethyst crystals on the ceiling and stuff. Still would like to get some more bookshelves in here, but I think for now we're gonna leave it like it is. You can see that I went with a nice stone base, and that was just to tie it into the house that's next to it. Then I kind of made the tower into a 5x5, as we went up using some oak wood. And then finally at the top there, just to tie it into the starter house, we got all of our white blocks. The calcite came in super handy then. But also we got a nice little sprucey entrance, a whole bunch of leaves, a deep slate roof, which we can just about see up there. And I also had to extend this terrain slightly. Probably need to fix this up a little bit better than that, but I am running out of time today. And I still have quite a lot of editing to do. Now, in episode 1, we got our pets here, plus the camel that's like down there somewhere. Oh, there he is. But yeah, in episode 1, I asked for your guys' name suggestions. Now, in my time, episode 1 came out yesterday. I'm a little bit ahead of schedule here, just so I can take some time off for Christmas. But I'm going to go ahead and pick some names now the comments are coming in. And you know what? We'll start with the camel. And we got a suggestion from Peaches, and their name for the camel was Humphrey, which I think suits this guy pretty well. So, Humphrey, welcome to the family. And then as for the parrot, I picked a name suggestion from Sparky, and their name is Tony Squawk. There he is, pro skater. Then one of these dog names, that comes from Black Birch. And just because we're getting near to Christmas, and this is kind of like a bit of an Advent series, we're going to name this dog Holly. And then the final name suggestion for our last dog, well, that comes from a complete and utter moron. Yep, it's me. I can't not call a dog Indy in the world, so Indy, Holly, Tony Squawk, and somewhere down there we got Humphrey. I will eventually get you some name tags. I probably really need to start fishing in this world at some point. Maybe we'll get onto that soon. Still a lot to do before I can start fishing though. But it's finally time for question time with Blocky. Hang on a second, I forgot to craft a book. Be right back. Don't worry, I'm prepared. This episode's question comes from Chloe Shelley, and they've asked, how do you stay motivated and not burn out? I feel like it's hard doing the same content consistently. Now, this is a pretty good question because I feel like part of staying consistent is falling in love with the world. And, well, if we fall in love with this one, then tough luck because this one's got a countdown. But yeah, another reason that I picked that question is because I know a lot of you out there making videos of your own, and staying consistent is something that's actually pretty difficult, at least for me anyway. Now, different things might work for different people, but I guess I can only talk about what works for me, and I guess that's what I'm gonna do. What I found's helped me recently is having like a long-term project, which is of course the hardcore world. That thing's been running for quite a long time now. Definitely the world that I survived the most days in on YouTube, but it's not all the time that I actually want to play on that world. I mean, I do love it, but coming up with big ideas for videos on that series and stuff can kind of take its toll, and especially after a super big project there, I can't lie, I do get burnt out of it sometimes, and at that point I just, you know, do something else. Usually it's like 100 days video, but yeah, it could even be like a project like this. Like, I set myself a 23-day limit and I'm gonna see what I can do. But yeah, I guess point is trying to stay consistent. Just do stuff that you think is fun, and then that way you're not gonna get burnt out. So it can be like different challenges, like time limits, or living in specific biomes, or limiting materials. I mean, Minecraft is a sandbox game, so there's so much you can do. But yeah, I hope that answers your question and hopefully helps some of you guys out there. Another pillager raid? You know what? Get me inside, get me in bed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed this one. Bye! Also, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it.